Good evening, everyone, and welcome to November 22nd, 1963. Now, just so you know, cell phones did not exist back then, so anyone who has a noise-making device needs to silence it right now. And speaking of noise, I must warn you that there will be loud gunshots in tonight's program. Now, although tonight's program deals with 1963, a lot of very important events occurred long before then. So now we take you back in time to October of 1956 at a local meeting hall somewhere in the state of Louisiana. For coming here tonight. You know, my parents taught me to always use please and thank you. So right now I'm going to ask those of you who have ever served in the armed forces to please stand up. And those of you in the back who have also served in the military, I want you to stand up as well. I've asked you to stand because I want to say to you, thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you.
You may sit down. Didn't that feel good? Huh? I know I always feel good whenever I give thanks. In fact, the very first thing I do when I wake up every morning is to get on my knees and thank God that I live in the United States of America.
That's right. Amen. Yeah.
In America, we have the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press, and the freedom to vote for the people we want to lead this great nation. But there are people in this world who are jealous of our freedom.
No.
There is a communist conspiracy out there whose goal is to take away our freedom.
No.
The people who live in communist countries are brainwashed into believing lies told to them by their government. And if you know the truth about a story that the communists do not want told, then you had better keep your mouth shut if you want to stay alive.
Oh, my.
But the commies are not content to just enslave their own people. They want to conquer the world. 15 nations have gone communist, and now they're coming after us.
No! Never!
What can we do about it? It is up to you and me to stop them. What will you tell your grandchildren when they ask what you did during the Cold War? Will you tell them that you did nothing?
No, sir.
Or will you tell them that you did everything you could to preserve the American way of life?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, as for me, when the Japanese shot me on Iwo Jima during World War II, I didn't back down.
No.
And when the Chinese shot me at the Chosin Reservoir during the Korean War, I didn't back down.
Right.
And when the communists try to take over this country, I will not back down. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I am an American. So, all right. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Colonel, that was a mighty fine speech you just gave.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
That was the greatest speech I've ever heard in my entire life. You know, I'm surprised you're not a general already.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have been dreaming of becoming a general all my life.
Well, I'm sure they're going to promote you before you know it.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Colonel, I just want to let you know that my husband, he served in the 101st Airborne Division during World War II. Now, he died during the Battle of the Bulge in 1945.
Yes.
Now, I know that was over 10 years ago, but every day of my life, I still miss him. And every day when I look out my window, I expect to see him coming home to me, but he never does.
There.
Now, I want you to know that after listening to your speech today, I know that he died for a good cause. And I know also that thanks to people like you, this nation is in good hands.
Well, bless you, ma'am. Bless you.
Sir? Sir?
Yes, son?
I want to help.
You want to help?
Yes, sir. I want to be a spy.
And why do you want to be a spy?
Well, sir, I'm a big fan of this TV show called I Led 3 Lives. This man pretends to be a communist, but actually he's a spy working to infiltrate communist cells and bring them to justice.
Well, that's good. Tell me, son, what makes you think you could do something like that?
Well, sir, I've studied Marxism and communism extensively. I'm an expert in these philosophies, and I can easily pass myself off as a commie.
So you're an expert because of what you learn in school?
No, sir. I didn't learn anything in school. I learned by going to the library, reading the books of Marx, Engels, and Lenin, and, sir, I believe I can pass myself off as a true believer of Marxism.
Good. Good. You know, we could sure use a young man like yourself. I wish we had 1 million more like you. What's your name, son?
Lee.
Lee what?
Lee Oswald.
Well, Lee Oswald, what you should do is join the United States Marine Corps. If you do well there, I will personally see to it that you are approached by the ONI, you know, the Office of Naval Intelligence. And there, we will use your talents to help defeat communism.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Thank you. Come on, let's go. Sergeant, I had brought you a gentleman who would like to join the United States Marine Corps.
Excellent. We're always looking for a few good men. What's your name, son?
Lee Oswald, sir.
Well, Lee Oswald, Let me ask you something. What do your mother and father think about you becoming a Marine?
I never knew my father. He died before I was born. I cannot stand my mother. My life has been so torn. I've always been just on my own. I've always liked to roam. I guess that I've been searching for a place to call my home.
Well, son, you've come to the right place. The Marines will be your mother and father. If you're looking for a place to be that you can call your home,
The Marines will take you in and give you everything you own.
we'll teach you how to be a man and everything that means.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
You will learn to do the things you thought that you could never do.
We will teach you things about the world civilians never knew.
A member of the greatest force
The world has ever seen. The few, the proud, the Marines. Come on and sign the paper. It's the smartest thing that you could do. Being a Marine will last forever, and you know that we'll take care of you.
You will always get free health care, and you'll also get free school.
It'll be so very simple, just remember this one rule.
that right is right and wrong is wrong.
There's nothing in between. The few, the proud, the Marines.
So sign the paper.
Sign the paper.
Sign the paper.
Sign,
Sign.
sign.
Son, you have just made the wisest choice of your life. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
Lee Harvey Oswald,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
according to regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
according to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, you are a Marine. Now we'll tell you about the Marine motto, Semper Fi, so listen up.
Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, it's how we live, not barely try. Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, we'll be faithful till the day we die. When we landed on the beach of Iwo Jima,
The Japanese would shoot us on the shore.
But when we raised flag on Suribachi,
There wasn't any Japs there anymore.
no sir! Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, it's how we live, not merely try. Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, we'll be faithful till the day we die. When surrounded at the chosen reservoir,
We were outnumbered by the Chinese 4-1.
we kicked their butts and left them out there freezing.
They looked like they weren't having any fun.
no sir! Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, it's how we live, not merely try. Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, we'll be faithful till the day we die. Now after you have served in the Marine Corps,
They'll take care of you in every way.
And someday when you're very old and dying,
The Corps will come to you and they will say,
they'll say, Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, it's how we live, not merely try. Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, we'll be faithful till the day we die. Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, it's how we live, not merely try. On behalf of the President of the United States, the United States Marine Corps, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved ones' honorable and faithful service. Semper Fidelis, Semper Fi, we'll be faithful till the day we die.
I'll be faithful till the day I die. You wanted to talk to me, sir?
Yes, please, sit down. I have been going over your record with the Office of Naval Intelligence and as a Marine, and I have found that it is good. Your ability as a Marine is great, unquestioned. And your knowledge of the U-2 spy plane is fantastic. And your ability to learn Russian is outstanding. The only negative I see is your atrocious spelling.
Yes, sir. I've always been a terrible speller.
And we know why. It is because you are dyslexic. But in order to compensate for that, you have developed an excellent memory, which can really come in handy in intelligence work. I've called you here because the CIA is looking for ONI volunteers to defect to Russia and plant information we want them to have.
I'd love to do that.
Well, before you accept, you need to know that this is a dangerous assignment.
I don't care about that, sir. I'll do anything to help my country.
And in order to become a successful double agent, you are going to have to lie. I know it sounds easy, but it's really not.
Oh, don't worry, sir. I'll become the greatest liar of all time.
All right, then. Well, you must know that once you change from being a loyal American to a traitorous communist, you are going to have to maintain that identity with everyone you know. People who know you will be ashamed of you and drop you. But you must not ever tell them the truth. Not your friends, not your family, not even your own wife, should you ever get married. Is that something you can do?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. Remember how I said you were a good Marine? Well, now you need to become a bad Marine. Get yourself court-martialed, and we will send you to Russia.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you. Good luck on your mission.
It's finally happening. All I've ever wanted. I'm gonna be a spy.
He's a spy, CIA and ONI. He's a spy with a license to lie. We don't know who he is. Is he now a commie? Or maybe he's just nuts, you know, a boy who hates his mommy. Or is he on a mission, a secret one you see, pretending he's a commie? Oh, tell me, could it be that he's a spy? CIA and ONI. He's a spy with a license to lie. Double agent, commie spy, we don't know what he is. To hear him speaking Russian, now you know that he's a whiz. There are some who say he's good and some who say he's bad. He is so damn mysterious, he drives the women mad, 'cause he's a spy. And he is a sexy guy. He's a spy with a license to lie.
Well, hello there, handsome. I'll be your cocktail waitress for tonight. And I think I know what you want. You want a dry martini, shaken, not stirred, right?
Wrong. I love a Coke. Stirred, not shaken.
Did I hear that right? Or could I be mistaken? He said he wanted Coke that was stirred, not shaken. The men all want to be him. He drives the women crazy. Why is he mysterious? You know, I think that maybe he's a spy. And he is a sexy guy. He's a spy with a license to lie.
Mr. Oswald, as you can see, I have my laser set to cut you in half.
So, Mr. Goldthumb, I suppose you expect me to talk.
Why, no. I expect you to lie.
He's a spy. And he is a sexy guy. He's a spy. And he makes the women cry. He's a spy with a license to lie. He's a spy. And he's willing to die. He's a spy.
No one we're gonna. Let's go. Banker.
All right, gentlemen. It's time to review the successes and failures of the Eisenhower administration.
Well, Mr. Big, I'd first like to go over our successes. The economy is good, profits are up, and the CIA was able to overthrow several foreign governments because their elected leadership was not in our best interest.
Yes. Good job in Guatemala and Iran. It's good to have a country with huge oil reserves like Iran completely under our control. Proceed with our failures.
Mr. Big, I must say, backing the French in Vietnam was a huge mistake. I mean, as you may recall, we originally supported Ho Chi Minh, but we then double-crossed him by backing the French's attempt to retake Vietnam as a colony. Well, the Vietnamese easily defeated Ho Chi Minh defeated the French, and now Ho Chi Minh is becoming communist.
That was a screw-up. We need to take Vietnam back. What else?
Well, we supported Castro down in Cuba, but he double-crossed us by throwing out the mafia, closing down the whorehouses and the casinos, stopping the heroin trade. Then he nationalized the sugar, the rum, and the cigar industries. So we put economic sanctions on Cuba, and then he turns communist, and now he's an ally of the Russians.
All right, then. Have Castro removed. Next.
I'd like to talk about the future. Who do we support in the upcoming 1960 presidential election?
I really don't care who wins the election as long as I get to nominate the candidates. There's really no difference between Nixon or Kennedy. Either one will do exactly what we want.
The mafia supports Kennedy.
Wait, what? Why would you support a man who's trying to get your mafia buddies to testify in Senate hearings?
Because the father, Joe Kennedy, promised to get his boys to stop bothering us if we help make his kid the next president.
And that's the way you treat Nixon after all the nice things he's done for the mob?
It's not personal. It is just business.
I like it. What else?
The real problem seems to be President Eisenhower himself. He's trying to end the Cold War. He scheduled a summit meeting with Russian Premier Nikita Khrushchev to try and work out a peace treaty.
What's wrong with a peace treaty?
Are you kidding me? We have to have an enemy at all times so we can have endless war. Without an enemy, no need for a military. Without a military, no defense industry. More importantly, we need an enemy to instill fear and hatred in the American people and distract them from our true purpose.
Don't worry. I can guarantee that summit meeting will not happen. The CIA has a double agent in Russia who will make sure that meeting never takes place.
Gee, I thought our purpose was to promote freedom and liberty.
That is so cute.
Oh, bless your heart.
Our purpose is to make money. Brothers and sisters, come forth now and pray before the temple. Bow your heads and be prepared to receive the truth.
Tell
Tell us
us.
the truth.
Please tell us.
Truth. Do you really want to know?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
really want to
wanna
know.
know.
All right, then. Here's the truth. Everything in this world is based on need.
Well, then what do I need?
That is the wrong question.
Well, what is the right question?
The correct question is, what do I need?
What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
I need more.
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 So it's all about me. It's not about you. It's more for me and less for you. If you don't like it, then that's tough. 'Cause I never have enough. 'Cause it's all about me. I say people obey and do everything we tell them. Because they care, they're willing to share and believe everything we sell them. It's so nice to sacrifice, thinking they're helping their brothers. All the while I'm living in style, richer than any other. Don't you see? Don't you see? Don't you see? I only care about me. I don't care about you. I care about money. What it can do. I'm patient when I take the time. Soon everything will be all mine. 'Cause it's all about me. I take what I want. And I make who I want. Cause it doesn't matter what you do, I'm taking it away from you. If you don't like it, go and cry. And if you wonder, then ask me why. Don't ask me why.
Why?
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 'Cause it's all about me!
We interrupt this news program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Soviet Union just announced that they shot down an American U-2 spy plane over Russia and captured pilot Francis Gary Powers, who will be tried in court as a spy. If convicted, Captain Powers could receive the death penalty. Because of this incident, the planned summit meeting between President Eisenhower and Premier Khrushchev has been canceled. I repeat, the Soviet Union has shot down an American U-2 spy plane over Russia, and so the summit meeting has been canceled.
Hey, Comrade Oswald,
Hi, Boris. How are you doing?
how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing fine.
Vodka? Yeah. Tell me, Alec, I heard America has a new president.
Kennedy?
Kennedy, John Kennedy. What do you think of Kennedy?
I think Kennedy was a much better choice than Nixon.
Okay.
I read his book, Profiles in Courage.
Wow.
I liked his inaugural address.
Uh,
In fact, yeah, I like him a lot.
So, forget about Kennedy. I'm sure you'll like the pretty Russian girls this dance even better.
You're probably right about that, Boris. Tell me, what do you know about the girl in the red dress?
Marina, forget about her. She will turn it down.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Watch this.
Right.
So what did you tell him?
I told him he would be in line all day unless he gives me a bottle of vodka.
Hi, excuse me. My name's Alec, and I'd love to dance with you.
All right.
I didn't catch your name.
Well, that is because I did not tell you. My name is Marina.
Marina. What a pretty name.
You really think so?
I think not only your name is pretty, but that you are the prettiest girl at this dance.
You must not be from round here, are you?
Where do you think I'm from?
Judging by your accent, I would say that you are from Latvia.
Nope.
Well then, you must be from Estonia.
Nope.
All right, I give up. What part of Soviet Union are you from?
I am from America.
America, you must be joking. What are you doing here?
I came here to dance, well, with the prettiest woman in Russia.
You are not like other men.
You are not like other women.
So strange,
So different,
hypnotic,
exotic,
mysterious.
so serious from the heart.
I feel
That you see,
right through me.
and you can finish
Any sentence.
that I start.
I am lonely orphan. My life has been so sad.
I am an orphan too. I never knew my dad.
But sometimes in my dreams, my father comes to me and says,
I wish I was there for you, to care for you, to share with you, to be with you, to hold you, and to tell you that everything will be alright.
I am just a shell with pieces missing from my heart. Will you make me whole? Will you give me what I lack? Be my better half.
Will you, please, please, please?
I will.
I will be the perfect husband.
I will be the perfect wife. I will bear you perfect children.
We will have a perfect life.
This is happening all so quickly. I'm so happy I could cry.
And I will be your husband until the day I die.
And by the power vested in me by the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics,
I pronounce you husband and wife. Ba ba la 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 la
Hey!
Watch me break in a new president. Kennedy's going to be putty in my hands. Mr. President, the people we are supporting in Laos are losing to the communists. We need to send in more troops before things get any worse.
We will not send in troops. The very last thing we want to do is get involved in a land war in Asia. I saw what happened when the French sent in troops to Vietnam and got soundly defeated. If we send in troops, will just be perceived as another invading colonial empire. Therefore, I've decided to cut ties there and make Laos a neutral country. Good day, sir.
What just happened there? I'll tell you what just happened. Kennedy's not the man we thought he was.
Oh, Alec, how in the world were you able to get such big apartment? You must have very important job at Radio Factory.
They do seem to like my work.
I am so lucky to have married such successful man.
I'm the lucky one. I married the most beautiful woman in Russia.
The happiest woman in Russia.
Mr. President, our CIA invasion of Cuba is ready to go.
How confident are you that this will succeed?
As soon as our Cuban freedom fighters come ashore, there will be a huge popular uprising with over 1 million local Cubans overthrowing the Castro regime.
And what about Castro's Air Force?
We will destroy every plane they have before we begin.
If you could confirm the complete destruction of the Cuban Air Force, you may proceed.
I always knew you were a great lover, but now I have proof.
Proof?
Proof, and now I will have to call you by new name, Papa.
Papa?
Papa, we're having a baby.
Oh, that's great! I always wanted a son.
What if it's a girl?
A daughter would be lovely too, but I'm pretty sure it'll be a boy.
It will be a girl.
Mr. President, our invasion of Cuba was a disaster.
What do you mean, our invasion? The USA had nothing to do with this. This was an internal conflict between Cubans. What happened to this huge popular uprising that was going to overthrow Castro?
Oh, there was no popular uprising. We need air support and Marines. Castro's troops have ours pinned down in the Bay of Pigs.
What? I told you not to proceed until you can confirm the complete destruction of the Cuban Air Force. What part of my order did you not understand?
We thought we had them all taken out, but we missed several planes, apparently.
Apparently? Apparently you lied to me.
It was a misunderstanding. But now you have to order airstrikes so we can continue our invasion.
No, I don't. I told you no U.S. troops, no U.S. Navy, no U.S. Air Force planes were to be used in this. This was supposed to be a CIA operation from top to bottom. Cuba is a Soviet ally. I can't risk nuclear war with Russia on this. Just because you screwed up doesn't mean I'm going to save your ass.
Then what are you going to do?
I'm going to remove you as head of the CIA.
What?
I want you out of your office by the end of the day.
Mr. President, Vice President Lyndon Johnson wants to see you.
Tell Rufus Cornpone I'm busy. I swear, I am going to break up the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scatter them to the wind.
I want us to move to America before the baby's born.
Alec, you are such a joker.
I'm not kidding. This way, the baby will be born an American citizen.
Alec, we are living in Soviet Union. It's not like America. We cannot just leave whenever we want to.
Sure we can. All we have to go to do is to the embassy and get our visas.
No, we cannot do that. If we even apply for visas, we will become traitors. We will lose our friends. We will lose our jobs. My Uncle Vasily, he's in the KGB. This will destroy his career. You cannot do this to him.
Marina, you worry too much.
Well, somebody has to.
Mr. President, we've come up with a plan that will free Cuba from communism.
All right, what is it?
We call it Operation Northwoods. The CIA will conduct domestic terrorism against Cuban Americans by setting off bombs in Miami and Washington, hijacking a few commercial airplanes and crashing them into buildings. We will blame this all on Fidel Castro, and the American people will demand we take him out. So, we invade Cuba with a few naval divisions, and then Cuba becomes a free nation.
The American government does not assassinate Americans or bomb its citizens or hijack planes and crash them in the buildings. Good day, General.
See? I told you we can go to the embassy and get our visas. I just wish you moved to the States before June was born.
I am not happy, Alec. I have lost all my friends, and I tell you, I worry about what will happen to Uncle Vasily.
Don't worry about Uncle Vasily. He'll probably get a promotion. Look, you're going to love America. And if you don't, we can always just move back to Russia.
No, we can't. It's too late. I am traitor. My family and friends hate me. It's over now. It's final.
As you can see, Mr. President, the U-2 spy photographs clearly show that the Soviets have planted nuclear-armed missiles in Cuba, which is only 90 miles from Miami. This means only one thing. Soviet Union is planning a first-strike nuclear war. We need to hit them with everything we got.
This is serious.
They can nuke Miami in just a few minutes. They can nuke every American city, and we can't do a thing to stop them. We need to carpet bomb them now.
We cannot allow World War III to happen.
But, Mr. President, nuclear war is inevitable. Therefore, there's no better time than right now to hit them with everything we got while we have such a huge, superior nuclear advantage.
Wait, I thought the Soviets had more nuclear weapons than we did.
Ha! That's the propaganda we've been feeding the news media. The truth is we have a 17-to-1 advantage in nuclear firepower. But the longer we wait, the sooner they'll catch up to us. So, we hit them with everything we got, and the Soviet Union ceases to be a threat to the United States.
What kind of casualties are we talking about?
We estimate around 150 million dead Russians.
What about American casualties?
Low, very low.
I need actual numbers, General.
40 million?
40 million? 40 million dead Americans? And they call us the human race.
But, Mr. President, don't you get it? If we have a nuclear war and we end up with only 2 Americans still alive, and the Soviets end up with 1, we win.
We win?
We win.
We will set up a naval blockade of Cuba to prevent any further military supplies from getting in. In the meantime, I'll call Khrushchev to get him to remove those missiles.
But, Mr.
Now, thank you for your report, General. Now, don't do anything without my explicit orders.
Mr. President, Vice President Lyndon Johnson is here and wants to see you.
Tell Rufus Cornpone I'm busy. And let my brother Bobby know I have a letter for him to bring to the Soviet embassy at once. And tell my wife Jackie to come in here. Now! Please.
Yes, sir.
Jack, what's going
Jackie,
on?
I need you to get you and the kids packed and ready to go. A helicopter will take you to the airport where you'll fly to Colorado and stay there for a while.
But why?
Because World War III is about to happen, and I want you and the kids to live through this.
No, Jack, we're not going.
What? Jackie, you have to.
No. 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 I refuse to be a widow. Let me tell you, Jack, I refuse to be a widow. I don't look good in black. If the world is gonna end and we watch the bombing start, then I don't want you and me to be apart. Radioactive fallout will cover the world, they said, and those who are still living will envy the dead. Watching people suffer, hearing their moans, watching your own flesh as it falls from your bones. I refuse to be a widow. Let me tell you, Jack, I refuse to be a widow. I don't look good in black. If the world is gonna end and we watch the bombing start, then I don't want you and me to be apart. No matter who you are, there is no greater sin than to let a nuclear war to begin. This war is not a game. Real people cry, real mothers weep as they watch their children die. I refuse to be a widow. Let me tell you, Jack, I refuse to be a widow. I don't look good in black. If the world is gonna end and we hear the 5 alarms, then I want my final minutes
to be in your arms.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The United States and the Soviet Union are on the brink of nuclear war. The Russians have placed over 100 nuclear-armed missiles in Cuba that are pointed at American cities. And in response, President Kennedy has sent the U.S. Navy to surround Cuba with a naval blockade and have vowed to sink any Russian ship that dares to cross the quarantine line without being searched for weapons. A Soviet fleet is heading towards Cuba right now. A confrontation looks inevitable. The prospect for end of life is possible. We advise all citizens to duck and cover if they hear the air raid sirens on the radio or television. If you do hear a siren, please go to your basement or the lowest part of your home and stay there until you hear the all-clear blast. We return you now to your regular scheduled program.
Premier Khrushchev, I have a letter from President Kennedy.
From Kennedy?
What does it say?
Dear Nikita, I need your help. We are in a grave situation. We are under tremendous pressure from our military to use force against Cuba. If the current situation continues much longer, I am not sure that the military will not overthrow me and seize power. If that happens, an irreversible chain of events could occur that we must help Kennedy.
Help our enemy?
Yes, help Kennedy. We are both in the same boat. If we punch a hole on his side of the boat, we are drowned. Sit down and write this letter to Kennedy.
Sure.
Dear Jack, we will remove our missiles from Cuba, provided that you promise to never invade Cuba, nor allow any other force to invade Cuba. In addition, you must also promise to remove all the missiles that America has in Turkey, which are currently pointing toward our cities in the Soviet Union. If you do that, we promise to never invade Turkey, nor allow any other force to invade Turkey, in addition to removing our missiles from Cuba. I hope you will agree that it is a fair proposal. I believe this will help you to remain as president for many years to come. Yours truly, Nikita Khrushchev. Thank you, diplomat.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Soviet Union has announced they will remove all of the missiles from Cuba. Nuclear war has been averted.
Where were you?
Out?
Out there.
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me because you make love to another woman.
I'm not doing that.
Then why can't you tell me?
Irina, I'm protecting you.
You are a lying liar who lies. You told me your name was Alec, and I find out your name is Lee.
Alec's the nickname my Russian friends gave me.
And you told me that you were an orphan, but I find out your mother is still alive.
My mother put me in an orphanage the day I was born. As far as I'm concerned, I am an orphan.
As far as I'm concerned, you are lousy husband. I get no support from you. I am pregnant and stay home all day while you are out and refuse to tell me truth about anything. I watch TV. I see how American husbands are supposed to be. They come right home after work. And you know that they do not lie to their wives.
You are a terrible wife. All you do is complain.
Well, all you do is lie.
Order you to stop complaining.
Order me? Who do you think you are?
I am your husband and you are my wife. You're supposed to obey me.
And you are supposed to be real man. But you are not a real man. You are nothing but stupid little boy. Ah! I hate you!
I hate you more.
I wish you were dead.
I'd rather be dead than live with you.
Then leave and never come back.
Fine, I'll leave. But I'll be back to see my kids. At least they love me.
You don't even know what love is.
And neither do you.
Hey, everybody!
Jack
Ruby!
Hey, Jack.
So what are you doing in New Orleans, Jack?
I come to recruit some good-looking strippers for my nightclub.
Thanks for the compliment, Jack, but I already have a job.
You are a very funny broad, Mary. Actually, I'm here to find out if the cancer weapon is ready to be used on Castro.
Oh, we are so close with that, but so far, no cigar.
But Lee is bringing us a young viral genius to help us out.
Well, this genius better work fast. We got to kill Castro yesterday. Man, would I love to be there when they inject him with cancer instead of a flu shot. Oh, is he going to be surprised? Then we got to use it on the Kennedys. Man, I hate those punks.
Gee, leaving so soon, Jack?
Yeah, I got things I got to do. Hey, say hi to Lee for me. I love that kid.
Will do.
So, Dr. O, tell us about this genius that Lee is bringing to us.
Well, she's only 19. And when she was still in high school, she received national attention for giving cancer to mice in record time.
Oh.
Since that time, we've given her world-class training to make those cancers even more deadly.
Well, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Lee, who's your new girlfriend?
This is Judith Ferry. Judith, this is Dr. Mary Sherman, Dr. David Ferry, and Dr. O.
Oh my goodness, it's such an honor to meet all of you.
Judith, do you know why you're here today?
To cure cancer?
Well, not entirely. Let me ask you, what's your opinion of Fidel Castro?
If I had to guess, I'd say he was an evil communist dictator.
Would you be willing to work on a project that would result in Castro's death?
Dr. O, I came into cancer research to save lives, not destroy them. But if killing Castro means saving millions of other innocent Americans, do I really have a choice?
All right, then. We need for you to help us develop a virus that gives cancer to humans that then can be used to kill Castro. This is a top secret operation. You cannot tell anyone what you're working on. Nothing must ever be written down. Nothing. You and Lee will work under Dr. Mary Sherman to develop the strongest cancer bioweapon possible, and when it's ready, Lee will take it to the Cuban resistance fighters who will use it to kill Castro. Once Castro's gone, freedom will return to the enslaved people of Cuba.
Well, welcome aboard. These are your instructions. We have a meeting we have to go to, but if you have any questions, Lee can help you with that.
Have fun, you two, but not too much fun.
Huh. It rhymes.
What rhymes?
Mary, Ferry, and Very.
Then it must be meant to be. But my name isn't Very anymore, it's now Baker. I tend to forget that I'm married sometimes.
You forget that you're married?
Well, you see, it's really an easy thing to do when you have a husband like mine. I really only see him for about 5 minutes every month, and then he immediately leaves to go back to work at the oil fields for another month. It's not what I would call a marriage, it's what I would call a mistake.
God, I know what you mean. My wife doesn't appreciate me at all. All she does is just complain. My marriage was the biggest mistake of my life.
He's a terrible husband.
She's a terrible wife.
He doesn't even love me, just uses me for sex. I can't stand it.
She makes me so mad sometimes I have to hit her.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, I mean, she was treating me with disrespect. Besides, she hits back.
Lee, you should never ever hit a woman. This is your wife. You're supposed to protect her, not beat her. I mean, come on. You know that's wrong, right?
But what am I supposed to do when she complains?
Listen to her. She's trying to communicate with you. What is it that she normally complains about?
That I lie to her?
Do you?
Yeah, I have to. I can't tell her what I do. It's top secret. If I told her anything, she could be in danger. I'm just protecting her. That's all.
Lee, no. Your wife is your partner. You need to tell her everything, no matter what. You need to bear all. That's what soulmates do.
Really?
Really.
I'm so confused. I thought I knew the way things were. I thought I knew the score. I thought that I was always right. Don't think that anymore. Trying to be so perfect, but failing all along. What if everything I thought was right was wrong?
Why am I attracted to a man who has a wife? I've always done what I was taught. I tried to all my life. He is married, so am I, but it's love at first sight. Why does something that seemed wrong feel so right? One can never be so sure that what you know is true. The rules are very clear on what you should or shouldn't do. Your mind tells you one thing, but the heart won't go along.
What if everything I thought was right
Was wrong? What if everything I thought was right
was wrong? Judith, I solemnly swear to you that I will never, ever hit my wife again.
I believe you, but what about the lying?
You don't understand. I work for the ONI, the CIA, and the FBI. Her uncle works for the KGB.
And you knew this before you married her?
I thought it was a good idea at the time.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Big, we got a problem with this Kennedy. He led us to believe during the election that he was our guy. He's the worst president ever. He's worse than Eisenhower.
He's pulling us out of the Laos out of the communists.
He won't let us invade Cuba.
He let the Russians build the Berlin Wall.
He's cutting the oil depletion allowance. He's costing me billions in tax breaks.
He's putting the mafia in prison.
He's cutting the defense budget.
He's pulling our missiles out of Turkey.
He signed a nuclear test ban treaty with the Russians.
He's pulling us out of Vietnam.
He's planning on destroying the CIA. I believe he's a communist.
He is a traitor. Now, I have been very patient with this Kennedy, but he has crossed the line and gone too far.
Are you okay?
What's wrong?
Are you asking what is wrong with me? If you're asking what is wrong with me, all I can tell you is I can't take it anymore. I can take a thief, I can take a liar, I can take a crook, I can take a king, bishop, knight, or squire. I can take a man with hundreds of faults galore. I can take a moron, I can take a fool, I can take an asshole, I can take a guy who's really cool and gives to the rich while stealing from the poor. But when I see you double-crossing me, when I see you double-crossing me, if I see you double-crossing me, all I can tell you is I can't take it anymore.
Take it anymore.
You really know I just
Can't take it anymore.
You know I
Can't take it anymore.
No, I can't. Can't
take it anymore.
Hey, Let me tell you, I can only take this so long. There's something he should know. Time is right to make this happen. He must go.
Okay, Judith, first assignment. Inject the first strain of the cancer into these death row inmates, and then you're good to go. Am I willing? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
So, why don't you tell me about your illness?
Illness? Ma'am, I ain't never been sick a day in my life.
Really? Then how come you're on death row?
Death row? Ma'am, I'm serving a 5-year sentence for shoplifting. And they told me that if I sign up for the study, that I can get out in 6 months. So I'm ready for my shot. And I called my wife the other day, and I told her that I'm going to be getting out real soon. And, you know, I miss my kids so much. When I get out of here, I ain't never going to do nothing wrong no more. And I told her, when I talked to my wife, I told her, I said, tell the kids that Daddy's coming home, and he's going to be home real soon. So go on, give me that shot. Go on.
I can't do this.
What? Wait, ma'am, where you going? I need that shot. I want to see my kids.
David, that prisoner that you guys wanted me to kill, he's not on death row and he's perfectly healthy.
I know, but he's a perfect match for Castro.
It's immoral.
It's just collateral damage.
It's killing innocent people.
Oh, come on. They're not innocent. They're not even real people. They're just prisoners.
I can't be a part of this. I can't.
You can't stop. You're in too deep. It's too late.
It's never too late to do the right thing. I'm going to talk to Dr. O about this.
Give me that.
Excuse me, I need to talk to Dr. O right away.
I'm sorry, he's busy. Do you want to leave a note?
Yeah, sure.
Dear Dr. O, injecting disease-causing material into an unwitting subject who does not have a disease is unethical.
Oh, no.
That went over the PA system. Who told you to say that?
She did. See? She wrote it down.
What? Well, but you wrote something down. You wrote something down? What is our first rule? Keep your mouth shut and don't write anything down.
Please, sir, you're hurting me.
I don't care. We can't trust you to do the right thing anymore. You're fired. Now get out of here. And you, get back to work.
What did the nurse say to the invisible man?
She said, I'm sorry, but the doctor can't see you now.
So, how'd the virus turn out?
It was terrible. Killed a perfectly healthy prisoner in a matter of weeks. Nobody deserves to die like that.
I'm sorry. Was it ever used on Castro?
Well, they took the bioweapons to Mexico, but the Cubans never showed up. All that hard work for nothing.
No, I'm really sorry. So then, what are you doing now?
Well, now I'm working at the Texas School Book Depository building. I'm a member of an assassination abort team trying to keep the president alive. We discovered a plot in Chicago, so they arrested the hit squad there as well as the patsy. And then we discovered another in Tampa, so they canceled this motorcade there. And now I'm trying to infiltrate a group that's going to try to kill him in Dallas.
Then, who's the patsy in Dallas?
It's me, obviously. I'm a commie, remember?
Lee, you can't do this!
I have to.
No, you don't. They're setting you up. Why can't you see that?
No, they're not. They'd never leave a Marine behind.
Please back out.
I can't. It's my job. Judith, I took an oath to support and defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. This oath is a lifetime commitment. It has no expiration date. Semper Fi. Always faithful.
Lee, I'm afraid.
Don't be. It'll be just like Chicago. They'll arrest the traitors, then they'll fly you and me up to Mexico, where we can divorce our spouses and get married.
Lee, are you proposing to me?
Judith, Will you marry me?
Yes, absolutely, it's a yes.
Be sure to watch your TV on November 22nd. You'll see history being made. Years from now, children will read about me in their school books as the man who saved the life of President John F. Kennedy.
Oh, Lee, I need you so badly right now here with me. Please, just promise me that you'll take care of yourself.
Oh, don't worry. I always do.
Good evening, everybody. I am Jack Ruby, owner of the Dallas Carousel Club, purveyor of the finest exotic entertainment in the entire state of Texas.
Yeah. You know, I was telling my friend Bob the other day that if I ran this place, what I would do would be...
Tell me something. You ever think about being in show business?
Well, no, not really.
Well, keep your mouth shut. Hey, everybody having a good time out there? Is everybody having a good time out there? That's better.
Say, Jack, we didn't come here to see you.
Okay, fair enough. So without any further ado, let's have a big round of applause for little Bo Peep.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
Do we have any sheep in the audience tonight? Do we? I think we do. And we all know sheep will follow wherever you lead them. Would you hold this for me?
Huh.
I hope it's not too big. There is one thing not taught in school, but as a rule, it's clear to see that things are never what they appear to be. There are experts who say that they know, but they're all show. Just take it from me, because things are never what they appear to be. Go ask a patter, let's speak to the masses. It doesn't matter if you're wearing glasses, you'll see. A con man only shows you something that he wants you to believe. So when you are offered something extensive that looks expensive, but for you it's free, remember, things are never what they appear to be. No matter what you think, or what you read, or what you hear, or what you see, things are never, ever, ever what they appear to be.
Ain't she something? Come on back out here, sweetheart. Let's have another round of applause for little Bo Peep. Well, if you'd like to see more of Little Bo Peep, come stick around for the next show, which will start in about 20 minutes. And in the meantime, please buy your 2-drink minimum and keep your hands off the waitress.
Sparky. Remember, we got a meeting tonight. Tomorrow night's November 22nd. Remember the big event?
Yeah, I remember. Who's going to be at this big meeting?
Nobody important, just Mafia Don Carlos Marcello, Richard Nixon, J. Edgar Hoover, Lyndon Johnson, and oh yeah, Mr. Big.
Mr. Big?
Yeah, Mr. Big.
So, did you have fun today, hanging out in Texas with Vice President Johnson?
Oh my God. What an obnoxious human being. And what a crook. I guarantee you Rufus Cornpone won't be vice president much longer.
Oh, so he'll be making some big changes.
You bet I am. You know, Jackie, I've done a lot of bad things in my life. Things I'm not proud of. Things that I'm ashamed of. But I'm going to spend the rest of my life making up for the past. Things are gonna change, and here's the reason why. One could make a difference, and everyone should try. And I'll try to make this world a better place to be for all the generations coming after me. We're going to do what's good. We're going to do what's right. We're doing what we should to make the future bright. I have never been more certain than the way I feel tonight that things are going to change. Those who have been running things will be running things no more. Like those who make a profit off of misery and war. Although they'll be quite angry as they mention me and cuss, but we must put an end to war, or war will put an end to us. We're going to do what's good. We're going to do what's right. We're doing what we should to make the future bright. I have never been more certain than the way I feel tonight that things are going to change. The crooks now running free will all soon go to jail. The mob and all the friends will be sentenced without bail. They say it's much too dangerous to take on evil men. But if we don't, who will? And tell me, if not now, then when? We're going to do what's good. We're going to do what's right. We're doing what we should to make the future bright. I have never been more certain than the way I feel tonight that things are going to change.
Things are going to change.
Things are going to change.
Come on, Jack. Let's go to bed.
Okay, Jackie, let's go.
Rufus Cornpone, eh? That's what they call me? Huh? Well, laugh. Laugh all you want for now. Because after tomorrow, those Kennedys will never make a fool of me again. That's no threat. That's a promise.
The eyes of Texas are upon you all the livelong day. The eyes of Texas are upon you. You cannot get away. Do not think you can escape them at night or early in the morn. The eyes of Texas are upon you till Gabriel blows his horn.
Good afternoon. We're about to begin the parade. The President and First Lady are stepping into the limousine, and the security is also getting into the back of the car. Wait, nope. They're being told to get into the second car that's following the president.
Don't go in that car.
The police
Don't
motorcycles
go
are
in
not
that
surrounding the motorcade like they usually do, but are instead following behind. This likely is due to allow everyone an unobstructed view of the president.
A trap.
What a beautiful day for a parade. We did have a little bit of rain this morning, but the sun is shining and the skies are clear as far as the eye can see.
Don't go.
The temperature is perfect as we have huge crowds lining both sides of the street.
Please don't
The
go.
motorcade is passing by and the crowd is giving out a huge cheer. I've never seen such love and affection by a crowd at a parade in Dallas. Mrs. Kennedy looks beautiful in a pink outfit and is wearing a matching pillbox hat.
Please go
The
back
president
now.
is smiling and
Please go
waving to the
back
crowd.
now.
Some in the administration were wondering what kind of reception the president would receive in
make that
Texas.
turn.
But you can't
Don't
say that
make
the people
that
of Dallas
turn.
sure don't
Turn
love
around.
President Kennedy.
Turn around.
The car is turning onto Houston Street as it slows to make a sharp turn onto Elm Street.
Get ready. Green light. Target approaching. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. No good. Again. 3, 2, 1. No good. Again. 3, 2, 1. Bingo!
No!
Bingo!
No!
Bingo!
Oh my God! Something terrible has happened.
Good job. Now disappear.
It appears that the president has been shot. The motorcade is no longer traveling to the Trade Mart, but is instead traveling at high speeds towards Parkland Hospital. Oh my God, I hope he's okay.
Hey, you, put your hands up.
He's okay. That's Lee. He works here.
All right, how do I get to the 6th floor?
Take the stairs. Elevator's broken.
With him.
Where can I find a payphone?
Follow me.
Did you order a salad?
Yes, I did. What kind do I get?
Caesar is all we have.
Caesar's perfect. I heard the big event was a big success.
Well, not completely. The Patsy is still alive, and there's at least 50 witnesses who saw the subject's head go backwards because he was shot from the front.
What? This is very, very bad. Why the hit from the front?
Because the shooters from the back missed. We had no choice.
Okay. All right, this is important. Listen to me. Our lives depend on this. Make sure the autopsy is not performed in Dallas. The autopsy needs to be performed by our people in Washington. Get someone on the flight to D.C. to fix the body so it looks like the shot came from the rear. Make sure reporters do not release any witness statements showing that the head was not backwards. And make sure the Patsy dies before he can talk. Got it?
Got it.
John Fitzgerald Kennedy, if you are living, I absolve you of your sins. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Through this holy anointing, may God forgive you for whatever sins you may have committed. By the faculty given to me through the Apostolic See, I grant you a plenary indulgence and remission of all your sins. And I bless you in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Oh, Jack, how could they do this to you? How could you leave me? Oh, what am I going to tell the children? I love you, Jack. I'll always love you.
Well, that's that.
Yeah, that's that. Let's just get this autopsy over with.
Yeah. Well, I think it's obvious that both the neck wound and the head wound were caused by shots that came from the front.
I agree. And we will learn more as we mark the trajectory of the bullets.
All right, we're here to take the body back to Washington.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I can release the body to you as soon as we're finished with the autopsy.
No need for that. We're doing the autopsy in Washington.
I'm sorry. I don't think you understand. This man was murdered in Dallas, and by Texas law, the autopsy must be performed here in Texas.
No, I don't think you understand. My order is to take the body back now.
Look, we can finish the autopsy in an hour. Then you can take him.
Bring him up.
Wait, no. Stop this right now. You are breaking the law. Stop this right now.
If you try to stop us, they'll be doing an autopsy on you. Now get out of the way.
Oh, tell the pilot that we're not taking off until I take the oath of office and these reporters here can get their pictures.
All right.
And where the hell is Jackie?
She's with the body.
Get Jackie away from that damn casket.
Yes, sir. What should I tell her?
Tell her that she has to be present for the swearing-in ceremony.
Right. Got it.
I'm sorry I'm late, Mr. President. I was looking for a copy of the oath of office, but I could not find one.
Oh, that's no problem, Judge. I just happen to have a copy of it right here.
How fortunate.
Mrs. Kennedy, can I help you change?
No. Let them see what they've done.
Are we ready now?
Yes, you may begin, Judge.
Please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Lyndon Baines Johnson,
I, Lyndon Baines Johnson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States
to faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve,
protect,
and defend the Constitution of the United States.
and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
the high entertainment tradition of the great books that have become memorable motion pictures, we are proud and privileged to present Warner Brothers' dramatization of another important novel, world acclaimed for the boldness, the eloquence, the power that bursts
All right.
from its explosive pages.
Somebody walked into this theater without paying. Whoever did that better get up and leave right now. All right, we'll do it the hard way then. Hey, you're the guy we're looking for.
So, this is it.
All right, get up. I said get up. Damn it, get up. Now you're resisting arrest.
Wait, no, I'm not resisting arrest.
Yes,
Hey,
we'll see about
hold on.
that. We'll see about
I'm
that.
not resisting
Let's
arrest.
go.
Hey,
Move.
I'm not resisting
move.
arrest. Just wait a second.
Let's
I'm not
move.
resisting arrest.
Mrs. Oswald, I have proof that your husband killed the president.
What? Why would he do that? He loved Kennedy. He thought Kennedy was a great man. It makes no sense. Why would he kill someone he loved?
Mrs. Oswald, you're not cooperating with me. If you don't cooperate, I have no choice but to deport you back to the Soviet Union.
Deport me to Russia?
And since your youngest daughter was born here and is an American citizen, she would stay here and be raised in an orphanage.
An orphanage?
Now, I know something about the orphanages here in Texas, Mrs. Oswald. Some are nice. Some are not so nice. Some are ran by real bad men who have real powerful, bad urges to. I don't know about you, Mrs. Oswald, but if it were me, I certainly wouldn't want my daughter raised in a place like that.
No. I cooperate. I cooperate.
Then tell me, why did your husband kill Kennedy?
You see, I don't understand. I don't actually think he did it. I don't. These questions, I don't understand.
Is it because he wanted to become famous or something?
Yes. That's it. I know why he killed Kennedy. He thought if he killed the president that he would become famous. That's it.
Mrs. Oswald, did you take this picture of your husband holding a rifle?
Yes, I take picture. That is his rifle. I cooperate. See, please. I stay in USA. My daughters, they stay with me, please. Right.
Mrs. Oswald, as long as you continue to cooperate, you'll have nothing to worry about.
Did you kill the president? Did you kill the president?
I haven't been charged with anything. I haven't killed anybody. I have no idea what's going on.
They told us you've been charged with killing the president.
No, that's enough. That's enough.
Wait,
Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Move along. Let's go. Yep.
Hey, y'all.
Sit down.
I thought you would like to know that we conducted a paraffin test on Mr. Oswald. He tested positive for nitrites.
Does that mean he killed the president?
Means he recently fired a gun.
Or do you think he killed the president?
I'm positive he killed the president. No more questions. So, Lee, ready to confess?
Confess to what? I haven't done anything wrong.
Lee, we have proof that you killed the president. There were nitrites all over your hands.
I work with books. Ink has nitrates. Did you find any nitrates on my face or anywhere else?
Lee, here's a photo of you with the rifle used to kill Kennedy.
That's my face, but that's not my body. Look, this is an obvious forgery. I'm an expert in photography, and this is poorly done. The shadows from my nose don't match the shadows in the rest of the picture. Nice try, though.
Lee, make it easier on yourself and just confess.
The Constitution requires you to provide me with a lawyer. I demand you allow me to make a phone call so I can get some legal representation.
Gladys, can we get a phone up in here? You know, we found your fingerprints on the 6th floor of the depository building.
I work in that building. Of course my fingerprints are all over the place.
Operator,
Operator, can you please connect me to 555-1253 in Raleigh, North Carolina?
one moment, please.
You'll see. This is all a big mistake. John Hurt will clear this up for you. I'm not the guy you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
This is all a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That line does not answer. Please try another time.
No, hold on. Don't. No, I still haven't talked to my lawyer.
You don't need no lawyer, Lee. Just confess.
Never.
I've interrogated some stubborn kills before, but they all eventually crack. They always do.
I'll never crack. I'll show you. I can't wait to go to trial. I'll destroy all of your so-called evidence. You've got nothing. 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 I'm not afraid of you. You don't frighten me. Just try to scare me day or night throughout eternity. I'm not afraid of you. I am no frightened pup. Come on, baby, bring it on, for I do not give up. I'll be faithful to my country, and I know that my country will be faithful to me. A Marine will show no fear. A Marine will never cry. I've been trained to be a man until the day I die. I will do my duty. I will do what I've been told. I'll perform my mission until I'm dead and cold. Don't you know that I'll be faithful to my country? And I know that my country will be faithful to me. You killed my president, but you haven't killed his dream. 'Cause there are people working hard who are members of my team. They'll arrest the ones who did it, and they'll make the traitors pay. And I'll be called a hero when they free me on that day. I'll be faithful to my country, and I know that my country will be faithful to me. Yes, I'll be faithful to my country, and I know that my country will be faithful to me. Yes, I'll be faithful to my country, and I know that my country will be faithful to me. To me. Oh. What's taking them so long? They should have bailed me out by now. Well, no, I'm not worried. There must be some reason. I'm not afraid. No, no, sir. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Dad?
How's it going, son?
Not too good, Dad. Not good at all. Everything's gone wrong. My life's a mess. My marriage was a failure. I can't be with the woman I really love. I couldn't save the president. And now they're framing me for the assassination. Everyone's abandoned me. The CIA, the ONI, the FBI. I tried to call my FBI handler, and he never picked up the phone. Nobody from the agency sent me a lawyer. Nobody stepped up to help me. They've hung me out to dry. No, they set me up, and I was too stupid to see it coming. I'm never going to see my kids again. I'm all alone. Dad, I'm scared, I'm ashamed, and I'm such a failure.
I don't think you're a failure. Your marriage was really my fault. If I hadn't died before you were born, you could have had a role model to teach you how to be a good husband. So you made mistakes. And that's to be expected. Everyone makes mistakes. But the main thing is that you learn from your mistakes and stop repeating them. Son, you've done great things. You saved the president's life in Chicago. And you did everything you could to save his life in Dallas, knowing the odds you were up against, and yet you still tried anyway. Son, as long as your heart is pure and your purpose is honorable, no matter what you do in this life, even if you fail, you'll know that you did the right thing. So, do I think that you are a failure? Not one bit. As a matter of fact, I could not be more proud of you than I am right now.
I love you, Dad.
Oh, I love you too, son.
I just wish all this would end soon.
Don't worry, son. It will.
Things will never, never seem what they seem to be.
Sparky, come here.
What do you want?
How come it is you're not doing your job?
What are you talking about?
Why is Oswald still alive?
Okay. First of all, by the time we got to the book depository, he'd already left. So we sent the cops to the theater where we told him to go. Only instead of running out the back door, he starts wrestling with one of the cops. That wasn't one of ours. So he arrested him instead of shooting him.
But why is he still alive?
Because he's sitting in jail, surrounded by 100 cops. Nobody can shoot him without getting arrested. Nobody will do the job.
Sparky, taking care of Oswald was your responsibility. Now, they're going to move him from city jail to county jail tomorrow. If he makes it to county jail, you're dead. Everyone's dead. Everyone you know is dead. Your bartenders, your girls, your dogs, everyone. You know, I remember seeing that picture of your sister with those two cute little kids. It'd really be a shame if something ever happened to them.
Oh, I get it. So I die in the electric chair to save everybody else, huh?
You're not going to get the electric chair. We will take care of you. This is Texas. We own all the judges. You will be found not guilty on the basis of temporary insanity. You loved Kennedy so much that when you saw Oswald in the garage, you went nuts. You blacked out. And when you woke up, Oswald was dead and you were in handcuffs. You don't even remember doing it. The judge will set you free and the town will give you a medal for killing the dirty little commie what shot the president.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I've known Lee ever since he was a little boy. He's a good kid. He's a good Marine. All he's ever done is obey orders and do his duty.
He's got to go. Your life depends on it. My life depends on it. If he makes it to county jail, bodies are going to start hitting the floor. Look, I know he was just doing his duty, but now it's time for you to do your duty. Tell you what, if it makes you feel any better, just before you whack him, tell him, thank you for your service. I kill myself sometimes.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I got a choice to make, and I'm boiling in a stew. There's gotta be a way out, and I'd do it if I knew. So what am I gonna do? if I shoot Lee at the station, I'll fry in the electric chair. And if I run and hide, you know, they'll find and kill me there. They said they'd take care of me, yeah, like they took care of Lee. 'Cause dead men tell no tales, so dead is what I'm sure to be. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I got a choice to make, and I'm boiling in a stew. There's gotta be a way out, and I'd do it if I knew. So what am I gonna do? I could always go to Cuba. Castro owes me a thing or two. For all the guns I got him, there is military coup. I'd lie all day on the beach just baking in the sand with a Cuban girl, a big cigar, listening to a Cuban band. But what about my sister and the people that I know? They'll butcher them in ways that will make a bloody show. It's really not their fault. They shouldn't have to pay for me skipping out of town and trying to run away. Stupid cops! Stupid Lee, look at what you did. Now I'm the one who has to kill you now, you rotten little kid. It's all your fault for trusting them and doing what they said. They played you for a sucker, and for that you'll wind up dead. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? There's gotta be a way out, and I'd do it if I knew. Whatever path I take, I will be dead before I'm through. So what am I? What am I? I'm just a small town Jew. And what am I gonna do?
Operator,
Give me the police department.
one moment, please.
Dallas Police Department.
Okay, listen carefully. You got to change the transfer plans for Oswald. You got to make it earlier, a lot earlier. If you transfer him at the time you announced, we're going to kill him.
What?
I said, if you transfer Oswald at the time you announced, we're going to kill him.
Who is this?
Who is this? Hell if I know.
Jack, you're late. Where y'all been? You're holding up the show.
I had some things I had to take care of.
Well, it's about time. Yep. We're all set down here. Ready to go. All right. Get your cameras ready. Oswald's coming down the elevator.
Do you have anything to say?
Hey, get some plasma. Stat.
I brought some O-negative blood.
Good.
My God, his aorta is lacerated.
We need to try to stop the bleeding before we can repair the damage.
Dr. Crenshaw, please pick up the phone on line 1.
What asshole is calling me right now? This is Dr. Crenshaw. Who is this and what do you want?
This is President Johnson. How is the accused assassin?
He's doing well, sir.
Dr. Crenshaw, I want a deathbed confession from Oswald right now. There is a Texas Ranger in the operating room you can give it to. I expect your full cooperation.
Yes, sir.
Click.
You will never believe who that was on the phone. President Johnson would like a statement from this gentleman.
Well, that's not going to happen.
And why not?
Because he's already dead.
There's going to be an earthquake.
And it's going to rain in L.A.
Why did you send me Oswald's rifle?
Because there's no fingerprints on it.
So what do you want me to do about it?
Oswald's funeral's not till 4 o'clock tomorrow. You figure it out.
All right, I get it. I'll go to the funeral home, and when I'm done, his prints will be all over this thing.
Lewis, I need for you to do the eulogy for Oswald.
What? Me? Why me? I thought you had somebody lined up.
Nobody would do it. Every minister in the Dallas-Fort Worth area turned me down.
Well, there's no way I'm going to do a eulogy for a communist who just murdered the president.
Oh, come on, Lewis, please. Don't do it for the deceased. Do it for his family. They had nothing to do with it. They're hurting real bad now. Look at them. They could really use your help.
Well, all right. But you owe me. Mrs. Oswald tells me that her son, Lee Harvey, was a good boy and that she loved him. Now, we are not here to judge, only to commit for burial Lee Harvey Oswald. And may God have mercy on his soul. Amen.
We are going live to the Oswald funeral, currently in progress.
I am here at Rose Hill Cemetery, and I must say this is the saddest funeral I have ever attended. There are only 3 mourners, and the rest are all cops and reporters. The undertaker had to ask several of the attending reporters to act as pallbearers because Oswald had no friends.
Now, Oswald was a Marine, and in typical fashion, the Marine Corps would generally send an honor guard for all ex-Marines. Did that happen today?
No, sir, that did not happen today. The key word here is honor, and Lee Harvey Oswald received a dishonorable discharge from the Marines after defecting to Russia. And now, after assassinating the President of the United States, there is no way that the Marines would honor such a traitor.
But are we 100% certain that Oswald was the one who murdered the president?
Well, Abraham Zapruder filmed the entire assassination with an 8mm movie camera. And although that film has yet to be released to the public out of respect to the Kennedy family, reporter Dan Rather did get to view it. And he reports that the film shows the president's head moving violently forward from the impact of the bullet. Mm-hmm. That means the shot was fired from behind, which means the Texas School Book Depository building where Oswald worked. Also, the FBI reported today that Oswald's palm print was found on the rifle used to kill Kennedy.
Well, sounds like it's case closed.
Oh yeah, case closed.
Wonderful, marvelous.
We did it! We pulled it off. We got away with it. You know what that means? It's a brand new day. 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 Things were going badly. The Kennedys were in our way, stopping us from making money. But now everything's okay. That's what I say. Everything's okay. 'Cause it's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day.
Things were really scary. I wasn't sure if we'd get caught. Then we'd go to prison if they learned about our plot. That's what I thought if we got caught. 'Cause it's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day.
Now we've got the power to keep everything we stole. While we run the country, we can watch the money roll. That is our goal. Watch the money roll. 'Cause it's a brand new day.
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 It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day.
So, how do you feel now?
How do I feel? I'll tell you. I've had some highs and lows in my time here on earth, but by far today is the happiest day of my life.
How dare you take my man from me? You killed him right in front of me. There were times I knew he'd stray, but I still loved him anyway. He was a man who thought he'd fight to change the world and make it right. But now that world can never be. How dare you take my man from me? My son from me, murdered right on live TV. My baby that I carried for 9 long months or maybe more. He served his country oh so well, but then he put his life through hell. A hero that no one will see. How dare you take my son from me?
How dare you take their dad from me and threaten, if I don't agree, to destroy my husband's name
and have his daughters carry shame for doing things he didn't do and suffer for their whole life through. We didn't ask for this to be. How dare you take their dad from me?
How dare you take my man from me? You shot him right on live TV. We were going to start a life, and I would soon become his wife. All he ever tried to do was do his job the best he knew. Now as his wife I'll never be. How dare you take my man from me?
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you take my man from me?
Wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Colonel. Please sit down. Got a present for you that I think you're going to like.
It's a star.
Congratulations. You've been promoted to Brigadier General.
I have?
Yes, you have.
Why now?
Because we have a new administration in place that's allowing us to do the things that we want to do. And whether or not you know it or not, you played a small role in making that happen.
I did?
Yes, you did. You must be very proud. And this is just the beginning. I mean, soon we're going to start a big war in Vietnam where we're going to send over 500,000 troops. And this is just the beginning. It is going to be huge.
It's quite an opportunity. It's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Chance of a lifetime. That's right. Again, this is just the beginning. Soon you'll be a 2-star, and then a 3-star, and boy, if you play your cards right, you could retire as a 4-star general. Oh, and by the way, if you have any extra money lying around, may I suggest you invest into defense stocks? Because when this war heats up, man, we're gonna make a killing.
Oh, we'll make a killing, all right.
A killing.
Yeah, a killing. You think that's the reason I do this? You think I'm proud? Listen, I saw what you did. I saw the President of the United States ride in an open convertible, going 10 miles an hour with no military protection, no motorcycle police protection, no Secret Service protection. And I saw office buildings that had their windows wide open. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And in my long career, I have seen a lot of good men die for doing their duty, but I have never seen a good man die for doing his duty and then to be so disrespected afterwards that it makes my skin crawl. So no, I'm not proud. I'm ashamed that I had any part in this. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of being a sucker, and I refuse to continue convincing other good people into becoming suckers. So no, I don't want your stars. Here, keep them. You can take your stars and shove them up your ass because I quit.
Hello, operator. I'd like to make a collect call to the New York Journal. Oh, they'll accept the charges all right. Just tell them it's Dorothy Kilgallen. Jim? It's Dorothy. Well, of course I sound happy. I'm going to win the Pulitzer Prize. Because I have the scoop of the century. I have enough evidence to blow the Kennedy assassination case wide open. Look, I've got to go now, but I'll give you all the details when I get in tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Hey, Jack. Jack.
What?
Doctor's here to see you.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Here to give you a flu shot, Jack.
No thanks, I don't want it.
Jack, there's a very serious strain of the flu going around. We want to do this for your protection.
I'm in solitary confinement. I ain't gonna catch it.
Jack, it's an airborne virus. You can catch it just by breathing.
No, I refuse.
Can't refuse, Jack. Everyone's getting it.
Except me.
Jack, I don't think you understand the seriousness of the situation. We're not asking you, we're doing it. This isn't being done for your protection. It's to protect everyone else. We don't want it to spread.
Get that needle away from me!
No, Jack, this won't hurt him.
Ah! You bastard! You injected me with cancer!
You're right about this guy. He's crazy.
No good deed goes unpunished, eh?
Oh, we're finished here now, guard.
Want me to take you to the next prisoner?
No need for that. We're done for today.
Oh, only one patient today?
One special patient.
Hey, guard, how about letting me make a phone call to Dorothy Kilgallen?
Dorothy Kilgallen? That newspaper reporter you've been talking to?
Yeah, I gotta talk to her. Right now.
I don't think you can't do that anymore, Jack.
Why not?
Because she's dead.
The birds are flying south.
And the bears are hibernating.
David, what's going on?
Judith, I'm calling you to let you know for your own safety that this will be the last time you and I ever speak to one another. Jack Ruby just died of cancer, and I think you know why. People who know too much are dropping dead all over the place. I know that I won't be alive much longer, but you still have a chance. From now on, you gotta be a vanilla girl. Your maiden name must never appear in the newspapers. Forget about being a science star, and you better keep your mouth shut if you want to stay alive.
Lee, why did this happen? Why did they do this? I was supposed to be the smartest person around, and then I just ended up being the dumbest person in the room. What a joke. I was meant to kill cancer, but instead I made it stronger. I was supposed to make a better world. Don't think that any longer. I was supposed to make a difference. Well, I guess I did. Yeah, I sure did. I loved America, at least the one I thought I knew. I thought that everything that was told to me was true. Those in power would always choose the righteous thing to do. And it would always be the land for me and you. When I think of all the stories from my childhood, they told me to accept what I received. On Christmas morning, Santa brings you presents if you believe. So I believed. I loved America much more than I can say. I loved what I was taught, and I love that still today. I really thought the greatest
country was the USA. And now I hope the land I love will be that way someday.
Someday things will change, and here's the reason why. One can make a difference, and everyone should try. And I will try to make this world a better place to be for all the